Iron Key is a bit mysterious because it is a student group that is a secret society, and each year this group of students is tasked with carrying out a project to better Purdue for the students. Now we're Purdue University, founded by John Purdue through the land grant, but you'd be surprised how many modern students, like my age, do not really make that connection that one man founded this, gave this money, and we thought, maybe we could go back to the roots.
One of the things that we have in the archives is the deed that is signed by John Purdue for the first 100-acre plot. This was the land that locked the location of Purdue University in place.
The more and more we learned about him, the more and more we felt the need that he should have a better presence here on campus. We had a couple of large donors, and once we had that, the past president's office of President Cordova, her administration actually made a donation to this as well, and that's what started us on our path.
We worked real hard to help them identify the location that would take advantage of University Hall, which is a building that John Purdue was involved in the construction of, and to make sure that the statue is put in a place where there's a good photo opportunity to capture the two things at the same time. And then in this case, when it involves artwork, then our office works with an art broker to help identify artists who can do the kinds of things that the students are trying to do.
There was a competition, I believe, of about 15 different artists from across the country, and so I chose to do a larger-than-life likeness of him because I figured if I won the competition, I could use the actual head for the sculpture as well.
Her work was so much, it was exactly what we wanted, because we wanted to portray John Purdue exactly as he was the day that the Purdue was founded. So he's elderly, and well, from what we don't have that many pictures of him, but what we did have, she did an absolutely perfect representation of what we wanted.
The photographs that they gave me were actually quite intriguing, and the quality is so different from what we see today in digital photography that they have kind of an aura about them. He had an aura about him. Also, they were able to bring in some clothing that he actually wore, and that was from that time period. And I did reproduce some of the texture on the vest and the tie and his coat. So there was a little bit of a history lesson as well there.
Her skill was in understanding what the rest of John Purdue looks like.
They knew that they wanted a sitting figure that the public could come and sit next to and interact with. We finished the clay in August and did a mold over it and brought it to the foundry. We worked with a foundry in Peoria, Illinois, the Hot Scotsman. First you have to get the likeness and the proportion, and then as time goes on in the process, you hone it and you hone it, and the last part of it is when you start to put the detail on.
All right, is everyone ready? Yeah. Here we go. John Purdue. Along the side of the bench, we were inscribing the quote, "For John Purdue, education was the flame that lit the world." This is a man from very humble beginnings. His father was a coal miner. He grew up penniless, but he taught himself, and he became a huge financial empire. But all along the way, what was most important to him was education. He was well known for going out of his way to pay for college for pupils of his or apprentices, and really was a big deal to him. And so the fact that he even came here, founded this university, it should be an inspiration to all students here that, it doesn't take much to get started, but look what you can do.
The statue's beautiful, the setting is beautiful, everything's great, and I'm just totally honored. I just can't believe what he did.
To see that your clients are happy with the piece, that's the best feeling, really, because you feel like you've contributed.